Going on, guys? How are we? Let's see here. I need to shoot the link out to Discord, and we will get rolling. What's up, Name? Natter Dies? What's going on, man? You still playing in Server 43, Natter Dies, or no? Let's see here. Chain Bob, working. I hear you there. Very busy currently fighting, but something to watch never hurt. How are you? I am good. I am very good. How are the fights going for you? We are going to finish getting this kicked out here, and then we will be in business. Let's see. Burn Mass. I like Mass, man. Mass has actually been doing really good. They've been giving us some good friendly fights. And it's been a lot of fun. I need to, let's see where I want to drop. You know what? I need to do this for starters. I need to find me a little hole. Is this going to work? In fact, this will work. Right here. Alright, let's see what army groups we have rolling here. Chain Bob waiting for the next conquest. It's alright. Pretty disappointed in an S14 ally, but it is what it is. This is such a wild level 4. Are you still in WTF, Natter Dies? You know what? Let's do this. Whoops. Let's see if there's any Howie groups going. Yep. Looks like there sure is. Alright, we're going to send that. Now let's see what's going on here. We've been having basically a stalemate with Mass, man. They've been fighting really well. I'm super impressed with Mass. They've got, they basically did an overhaul, for those of you that don't know, within their server. And it's working out very well for them. So I'm happy for them. I know if I start bombing, I'm going to get just absolutely shelled by fighters. I tried to sneak around here the other day. It looks like they filled the hole, though. I snuck around there and got a little bit of action the other day, but they put a stop to that pretty quickly. Free rewards for all 6. It's too boring. What, are you in one of the alliances here, Nightworks? You know what? I'm gonna send my... Oh, maybe. I'm going to control my MBT myself, I suppose. Hey, what are your thoughts about D6SN and S13? Man, I don't have a thought. I don't even truthfully really know what's going on in 13 these days, so no opinion. I do still have plenty of friends, though, in 13 that I still talk to, so hope all's well. Yes, I'm from Little Mass. Rewards for all 6. It's too boring. I mean, y'all can get in the fight, man. I mean, I know that there's been some dudes. I don't remember the name exactly, but I remember there was one mass individual that was like telling everybody to stay in the safe zones or whatever. I mean, that's, I don't know, man. I mean, y'all are welcome to come fight. I mean, the more the merrier. It's just for fun. Are we going to send it? I think we might send it. Come on. Let's just get it done one time. That's not going to work out well. I can't wait till this PC version comes out, if I'm being honest. I mean, this is basically what it's been the whole really the past few days. I mean, we've just been butted up to each other. Just absolutely slugfesting it, so. In R4, call me to join the alliance, but I don't. Are you talking about like transferring servers? Guys which don't fight in level 4 don't play the game properly. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I do understand there's a level of, situational aspect there, but I mean, so, a lot of people seem to get like overly frustrated sometimes when discussing fighting in this game, and it just does not make a ton of sense to me, considering it is a war game. You know what? Maybe I might start up an MBT group. Oh, my Howie's already out. I need to start up an MBT group. Let's see what we got. Nightworks, I think G27 is friends with HBR and top. I mean, good for them, man. They are free to do whatever they want to do. Hopefully, if they are, it'll make for some more competitive level 4 conquest events, though, for sure. But in order for that to happen, we would, of course, have to be in the same actual battlefield. So hopefully we can get tied in with those guys here on this next cycle, and we can have some fun. How much is his base? 361. All right, we got a big base here. Oh, surely we're not about to start this base with just this. What in the actual... Alright. Well, I mean, we'll get it, but... There we go. Let's get into action, baby. Let's get in the action. I'm going after this rocket truck. I'm going to go ahead and handle that business. Oh, don't freeze on me. Come on now. Come on now. I have absolutely no earthly idea how I just withstood that attack on my mediums. I have no idea how that happened. I'll take it though. Oh shoot. Let's go here. If we can get this army group involved, we got a whole army group sitting there. If we can get this thing involved, man, we might have a chance. Might have a chance to wipe those Howies, but it looks like our army groups are not moving, man. Oh shoot. I got caught freaking slacking. Man, that was a good push, no doubt. But if we could have got that Howie group involved right there, guys, we could have absolutely just demoed their whole arty group right there, I think. Honestly. I think that would have been a prime opportunity because they had no tank support. They had no tank support. We got groups just sitting here. Gosh, dang it, man. I know y'all understand the frustration of army groups, to be honest. It all depends on army group success depends on the army group leaders, man. If guys aren't communicating and guys aren't doing their job, it makes life really hard. I'm gonna get shelled here. I gotta get out of here. See what I mean, guys? Oh, this is a good fight, man. This is what's been going on the whole time. Mass and TO1 just push, and then the other pushes, and then one pushes, and then the other pushes, and it's just a slugfest, man. I love it. Let's see, I need to buff up a little bit, though. Let's see. Big Country, good afternoon to you as well. Mass looks strong, or is it TO1 that's not active like before? I think TO1 needs to merge with UN to get the most strong players because G27 much stronger than its current Mass alliance. Man, I disagree. I disagree. You've got a lot of top-heavy whales for sure, but at the same time, I mean, you got to think, though, like, Server 14 is still holds the top power spot and has 2 top 5 alliances, and we haven't even merged, man. Like, you merged UN and TO1, and I don't disagree entirely there, though. Like, do I think a merge has to start taking place between same server allies? I mean, most servers don't have 2 alliances at this point. Most are already down and consolidated to 1. But I do think the ones of us that do have two server alliances will have to consolidate at some point. I think that's just the way the game's going. With the new conquest buffs, and then just the whole dynamic of to your point of activity and things like that, I think it would be a benefit. I think it's going to be something that has to happen long term, but I don't know if now is the right time just yet. Maybe it is, and I don't really know. To be honest, I haven't really thought a whole lot about it either. To be honest, leading an army group isn't really hard. No, it's not. It just takes attention, time and attention. But some people, forget they're running groups, get offline or whatever. I mean, it happens in every alliance, right? It's just frustrating when it's like you see an opportunity like that. See, now they've got their arties all, lined up there. They've got tanks in the fold now. They've got tank support there. When they pushed us right after we destroyed that base, as a prime example, they had no tank support or protection. We could have sent those groups in, not only cleared out the tanks that actually were engaged with, clear the arty, and then here we go. But we didn't capitalize on it because those groups didn't react, but it is what it is. What's up, Duck? I appreciate you coming to the stream, my man. DK, if it should happen in an elite like TO1. I mean, here's the thing, man. It's a hard conversation for sure, name. But the fact of the matter is, my group disbanded. My freaking group did. The fact of the matter remains that the fact of the matter remains that you do have alliances and servers like 27 who are putting all of their eggs into one basket. So. You'd rather have, an alliance equally or more so active than them, to counterbalance. Like, TO1 on paper is stronger still than G27 in just our one alliance, but I doubt we're probably as hyperactive as them within our alliance. But if you merge the best and the most active players between TL1 and UN, yeah, we could match that. No question about that. And here's the thing, people forget that Server 14 is kind of an anomaly too, because Server 14's got TL1, UN, and our third and fourth ranked alliances are all in the mid to high 30s in terms of power, mid to high 30 billions in power. So it's like there's a lot of power and a lot of active players to pull from within 14. But I think the main reason it's got to start to happen over time is because of the recruiting changes that are coming. It's not going to be as easy to bring in really strong cross-server recruits. It's not going to be as easy as it once was, I should say. You know what? I need to get my fighters in the fold. I know that. Ivan, good morning. APOC in Epic 2 Battlefield is wild. Yeah, man, APOC's a great alliance. APOC's out of 32. They're a younger alliance, obviously, on a younger server. But, man, APOC's the real deal. I've heard nothing but good things about APOC. I've watched them fight just a little bit, and they flat get it done. So it'll be fun to watch, some of these newer servers and newer alliances start to get in the fold of these big epic conquests as well, because I think they're going to be able to do some pretty significant damage. Oh shoot, what is my fight? I have my bomber out. Jeez. Let's see. I think that's going to be my target right there. We got mad plus minus there, and I do not want to get in the line of sight of that monster right there. TL1 UN never going to happen? I mean, I don't know, man. A lot of people said 14 and 19 would never happen, but here we are. So different and more odd things have happened in the game. So I wouldn't write anything out, I'll say that. A lot of APOC are not new, they just changed servers. I mean, that's fair, but either way, the server itself is new. There's just a lone ATG sitting there. If I knew that I wouldn't have mad plus minus jump out on my face and just eat me, I'd go kill that thing. But that's not gonna work well for me. Oh god, here we go. Yeah, APOC's in 32, Knight. They're legit, man. They're really legit.
Exactly. I know the plan. I will try.
Did I sent my bombers out. I could have swore I did. I lost a troop, but maybe I just didn't get any kills. I don't know. I should have read that kill report before deleting it. I'm good, Duck, man. How are you? It would appear we've got another stalemate on our hands here today. But good fights nonetheless, man. I love it. I love it. I gotta get, you know what? I gotta do. It's gonna be so nice one of these days when I can actually have a fully kitted out bomber and a fully kitted out fighter at the same time, so I don't have to keep doing this back and forth thing. That'll be the day. I remember having when it was just 7.2 units, everything was maxed out. Man, those were the easy days, the good old days. We're going to go ahead and throw everything into the bomber. I'm sorry, into the fighter. Make sure everything's good here. Yep. We're good. Fighting another stalemate, of course. Yeah, exactly, bro. But it's better than not fighting, so I'm not going to complain. I know that much. So what are you guys most excited for and least excited for in the upcoming 7.0 update? I would actually love to hear what you guys think and what you guys are actually looking forward to or not looking forward to. Once I get this fighter retrained, guys, we'll get back in the fight. Promise. Most excited for Nan's return? The general is returned, huh? Let's see. All right. Man, these stare downs here are just absolutely hilarious to me. I've never really understood them, why people, and every alliance does it, but like, form these army groups, right? We just sit there and have a stare off, like the first person to blink loses, like, but you know, and I understand it's strategic. I just think it's funny. But one person always, or not one person, but one side always commits, or overcommits rather, and that just opens the door for everybody else to just freaking flood in. So really it's about, a lot of times when it comes to groups, it's just about the first one to blink essentially. And why is my unit getting killed? We got any MBT groups going on? F-16, or not F-16, geez. S-16 is crumbling. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not speaking for S16, and I don't really, I mean, I've got some good relationships with people in S16, but, so I can't speak to them, in their situation, but I know, like, last event, in Cairo, they won first place in their, Epic 2 conquest, so, I mean, they seem to be doing all right. They seem to be doing fine this event, just kind of enjoying the fun fights with everybody, it appears. Gonna be interested to see the dead servers getting colonized. Well, man, this new system, this new migration system is gonna be interesting. Again, I know some of you guys have probably heard me talk recently a lot about it, and I've got a video it's set to go live on Friday, so hopefully you guys are going to be able to watch that. It's going to give a little bit more of an in-depth breakdown on what exactly is going on in regards to the update. It's going to kind of give an overview of the update and give a little bit more of an in-depth, detailed description, so to speak, or explanation of everything to come within this update. And I really do think it's going to be a good thing for the game long term, but I think in order to feel those good effects, we're going to have to go through some growing pains first, which isn't necessarily a terrible thing. But I do think it'll balance out the servers across the board a lot better. Is it worth it to upgrade the rocket launcher to modern, or is the legacy enough strong for other modern? No, if you want to use the rocket launcher and have it be effective at all, you're going to need the modern version of it for sure. Hey, bud. How are you? The best of luck in the event, bro. As S19 Goth soon will start Moscow. Need to collect some kills. I appreciate it. Good luck to you guys as well. Yes, Nan was dealing with a lot of COVID cases. He's running hospitals in Beijing and had to deal with thousands of cases. Well, hope he's doing better. What is your kill ratio so far this season? What's my kill ratio? Man, I have no idea. I don't track all my kills to deaths. I got 30 there and 24 deaths, so that's positive. I can show you my ratio in general. I don't know if that's kind of what you're meaning, but I got 1.21 million kills. That's kind of the spread of all my tiered unit kills. Unfortunately, my KD ratio isn't great. I don't really personally care about KD ratio. You guys can see it there at the bottom. I've lost 795. I don't really care about KD a lot, to be honest. I mean, it does show a little bit in terms of effectiveness. But I don't pay attention to it a whole lot because I do a lot of testing and things like that for videos, so I don't really, to be honest, I really don't pay attention to it because I've got a lot of deaths from, testing officers and units and stuff like that for you guys in videos, so, and why the heck am I not getting support? I'm gonna jump his ass, though. I'm getting out of here. What's up, Ivan? I appreciate you becoming a member, my man. Thank you very much. Show Ivan some love, guys. Much appreciated, much appreciated. If you guys are interested in becoming members of the channel at all, it does come with some perks that may be interested. That may be of interest to you guys, and of course, if not, no worries, but you guys can do that. The link to do that is going to be in the description. I appreciate anybody that, oh god, that ratio is awful right there. Anybody that does want to become a channel member, I greatly appreciate the support. Let's see, I got to retrain. Where are my fighters still alive? Yeah, they are. See, that's another thing. I forget my fighters a lot of times, and they'll die. Look at this, man. Look at this front line. Duck, what are y'all doing, bro? Come on. You guys got to do us dirty like this? You got Mad here, 444 on the front line. Dr. Fry, however you pronounce that, 343. Hope is Hope, 442. Like, how are we supposed to get through that? Come on now. Thank you very much, Ivan. I greatly appreciate that. I really do. My fighter's getting in the mix here. I am glad you enjoy the videos, man. There's going to be a lot more coming. I actually have quite a few already recorded, getting ready to go. What's up, Cuban? Ivan, I made a choice to join S27. I wanted to go to S19, but power in S27 is on a completely different... Yeah, man, S27's strong. There's no doubt about it. They're strong, very active. So you definitely are going to be in a active, strong alliance, that's for sure. What server did you come from? I've been watching the last few days, and it's pretty clear that Mass is better than TO1 now. I'm surprised they are much more active. I mean, I'm going to have to respectfully disagree to a point. I don't know, and I'm of course probably a little biased here. I don't know if I would say better, but would I say very, very much equal? Absolutely. Mass is absolutely doing a great job with what they've got going on in S19. And in some regards, they have been at times more active than us, no doubt. But it just ebbs and flows, right? It's time zones, it's different things like that. But Mass is hats off. Tip my cap to Mass, man. They've done a great job over there in 19. Any thoughts on the new Super Strong Alliance FWZ from S35? No thoughts. I'll be honest. I haven't looked, but we can. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and take a look. I haven't, truthfully, I guess, paid much attention. You said server 35. All right. Let's see. Maybe they're stationed more in North America. Well, let me make sure I'm reading that right. FWZ 36. Sorry. Okay, I was gonna say I couldn't find them in here. All right, let me look. Is it all? Is it all capitals? Oh, yeah. It looks like I found them. Let's see. 28 bill. All right. Let's see. Family War 0. Man, I don't know. That's seeing those conditions to join 9.0 Army and 8.2 Air Force. I can respect the high bar for entry, but man, that's tough, man. 8.2 fighters aren't easy for us in 14, man, let alone anybody else. That's tough. You can get those in server 36. Good luck with that. What do I think is the best officer pairing for MBT? MB will be, or have to wait for the new update. I'm using Guardian right now. Winner. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, truthfully. I need to do some testing. I need to do some Valkyrie testing. I do plan to do some of that after this event. The reason I haven't been doing any testing videos a lot recently is because we have been in back-to-back Conquest events, so I've had literally, not a lot of time at all to actually sit down and do some testing and to be able to do it as accurately and correctly as I possibly can. But once I do have a little bit of extra time here, we'll probably have, I don't know for a fact, I don't know how fast the turnover is going to be, or turnaround is going to be from this event to the next. But if I have a little time, I'll definitely make sure to do some testing and to get some more updated officer content out there. Once it loads, it's, for some reason the game still does it where it's hard to get through somebody's roster. Mass has fixed a lot of issues last level 4. Yeah, man, Mass has always been good. I mean, 19 in general has always been good, but the difference is, right, is they took, and again, all credit to them, man. They're doing it right. They're ahead of the curve. And yeah, man, FWZ, these dudes look like the real deal. I haven't really looked a whole lot into them, but man, these guys have got some power in their lineup. That's for freaking sure. I know there's, I think it's Soul. I think that's how you probably pronounce it. I don't know for sure, but they've got, they're in 37, so just one more behind FWZ here, and like their R5 I think is over 400 million power, dude. Like that's a different animal of power right there, especially for being still considered a young server. But yeah, man, I mean the difference is I think if TO and UN merge, man, I don't think there's anybody that really could stop us in a head-to-head fight. I could be entirely wrong, but I think we could definitely take on anybody. But I think we do pretty well for ourselves, even though we're still you know, split. But again, eventually, I think we're doing well. Honestly, I think we are. I think eventually it will come to the point, especially with this new migration system and not being able to refill. Like I know UN, for example, UN brought in, I believe, 40 players from last event to this event. I believe TO brought in, I think, like 20-ish something. So like you're able to take the inactives, the the farmers, and totally purge them and replenish them pretty easily currently. But with this new system, you're not going to be able to do that. So as time goes on and you're not able to purge and replenish on that scale every event, you're going to have to start looking inwards towards the people in your server. So I think that's going to become the case for everybody. The benefit I feel like 14 has over something like 27 or 19 for that matter, because 19's just done it. And again, I have nothing but complete respect for Mass, but this is just how I perceive it going. 14's got 4 really, really solid, 4 epic level alliances. So we have 4 alliances we can pull from, where these other servers have like 1 or 2. So we've got a little bit more juice in the tank in terms of strong, active players that we can actually pull from within our server ranks. So that's to our benefit. What in the world is going on, man? I gotta start paying a freaking attention. Top 10 players in S27 have enough power combined to wipe out an entire alliance. I mean, I guess it depends on your alliance. Here's the thing. That power is not... that power plays really well in a map like Cairo, where you're bottlenecked into choke points and you have no other choice. So you can put those, whales, stack them one, behind the other kind of thing, and just make it an absolute juggernaut to get through. But if you put it on an open map like this, then it's a different story. It's not nearly as effective. Like, here's the thing: we're doing this with Mass right now. We're on these we're on the standoff stalemate thing because we're doing it for fun, and we're doing it to kind of keep each other engaged and active. But if we zoom out, right, like if we wanted to, and we were like actually competing against each other, we could both get around each other, go different parts of the map, really utilize the map. We're doing this on our own to keep the thing interesting. That's the difference here. But on a map like this, if we wanted to get around whales, that's no problem. Cairo, something like Cairo is definitely a different beast, though. Yeah, I know. I saw that, Crystal. No, they're not. 27 does not have 25 decent alliances. No, they don't. Not even close. 3 of their 4 alliances are safe zoned in their current conquest events. Hey, but all I'm saying is 27 strong, no doubt about it. But the fact remains that we want to fight them. So hopefully their event or their cycle gets delayed and they're forced to get back on the same cycle as us. We're very much looking forward to that. I know Mass probably is too. Yeah, that's true, Mark. Those weapons in Cairo are a different story altogether. I don't disagree with that even a little bit. While we're doing this stare down, I am going to look at and see what some of these other... I want to see... We've got another 14 alliance here in Moscow currently as well. Let's see what's going on here. FT is in 14 with us. Looks like FT's doing really, really well here. Who are they with? It looks like probably Wolf. Looks like Wolf's doing really well. Looks like server 8's good. APOC. Here's the thing. APOC got they are in the safe zone, but they, again, guys, they're competing with servers that are months ahead in terms of time and development in them. Like, they're doing really well. It's taken 2 to 3 alliances at a time to put a stop to APOC, so good for them. And I think I know everybody that is on the first cycle, they just ended, I think maybe 2-3 days ish ago. Just got out of San Fran. So there's currently no other conquest events going on outside of ours. Yeah, APOC is very active. They almost killed 2 alliances. Interesting. Yeah, no, Warpath. They don't have 25 teams. That's not true. They are very strong, but no alliance has 25 active alliances. Like juiced with power. That's not a thing. I need to get my... Is there a group open? See if I can fire up another group.
Commander, your troops are ready.
APOC has been dealing with DDS, Wolf FT, and P2G all at once at times. Yeah, yeah. I don't doubt it, to be honest. There's a lot of really, really freaking good servers out there, man. Especially these newer servers. There's a lot of talent coming into this game. It's pretty ridiculous, to be honest, but it's great to see. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think this time next year, right? We're coming up on the second anniversary. I think this time next year, and I know this is kind of like really forward thinking here, but this time next year, I think you're going to see a really, really fun landscape of alliances in these top conquest events, plus the potential of any new events that may come into the game between now and then as well. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun, man. I think this game's just now, this is my personal opinion, of course, but I think this game's just now scraping the tip of the iceberg in terms of its potential and where it's heading. That's just my personal opinion. I know a lot of people would probably disagree, and they get upset about the paying aspect of it. But it's growing, man. The game's growing. What unit will I be upgrading next time? But that's a good question. That's a really good question. So I personally think I'm going to focus next on in terms of ground, because the air and ground are obviously kind of split and are requiring different unit materials. But I think I'm probably going to jump on my ATG if I'm being completely honest. I think that might be the next move for me. Here we are. I think the ATG, because it's going to give me some good opportunity for base defense, because right now base defense is a thing of the past. So without an ATG, it's pretty tough. I got to get out of dodge here. As if I can get unstuck. That's the one pain in the butt thing that I wish was different with, or that makes me want a freaking heli over an MBT, is the being able to just fly over things and get out of town and not get freaking stuck all the time. If you have 500 million power or higher, they can destroy anyone. Example, anyone that falls underneath 300 mil will get destroyed by any player that has it. Yeah, I mean, at this point, to be honest with you, Ivan, I think anybody can destroy anybody, even the whales. I mean, it's hard to... don't get me wrong. There's some strong players out there. Oh, crap. I gotta get out of here. There's some really strong players. No questions about it. But at the same token, I mean, I'm sure any of you guys that have faced any big alliances in terms of strength, even those 500 mil players die in 30 seconds. You know what I mean? So it's like, You know, at what point are they like ultra decisive and ultra effective, right? Now, again, I'm just broadly speaking here. You put one of those bases in a choke point in Cairo, pfft, see ya. That's going to be tough to get through, I'll say that. I'm going to replenish my group here and get back at it. Every game has pay aspects. You have to get used to it. It's never going away, especially in mobile games. Hard to complain about that anymore, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, for sure, no doubt that the pay aspect is the thing. But really, all game. I mean, look at Fortnite, right? It's essentially the same thing. Now, granted, you're not getting any like special buff advantages or anything like that like you do in this game for paying. So there is that different aspect, but you want skins, you want, the farming things. I don't even know what they're called. I don't play Fortnite. Call of Duty, same thing. You want skins, you want different gun variants, anything like that. Pay. Everything's got to be, a paying mechanic to some degree nowadays. But the flip side of that is we can play this game without ads every 30 seconds, so I like that, right? Also, I think Lilith does a really good job and has a really good track record of reinvesting the money they do make into the game to make things flow easier, to make things more enjoyable, more aesthetically pleasing. So I can appreciate that. If it was one of those deals where, and you guys know I call it pretty straight, right? Like that anniversary event. I disagreed with that. I pointed it out and I called it out. But there's been very, very few situations like that in particular where I just was totally like, that doesn't make sense in terms of the paying aspect of things. But I do know they got a lot of just in general, pretty rough feedback on that. So hopefully they'll change that. Starcrest is moving to 27. I mean, Starcrest is a monster, that's for sure. Here's the thing, at the end of the day, right? Like, with this new migration system, there's going to be a lot, and I mean a lot, of changes coming to this game just in general. So I think people that are assuming a lot of things right now are going to be in for some surprises. I need to wait and get these groups re-healed back up, and then we'll see what we can do. What's your favorite base skin based on aesthetics and looks? Ooh, that's a really good question, too. Man, that's really a good question. I like a few of them. I really, really like the whole, I think we got a group here in our mix. Sorry, let me push this group back here and I will answer that question. So I personally really like, I'm going to pull this back so I can finish retraining. I really love, you can see Zero here has this like Coliseum skin. I love that. X has this one. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but love that one. This thing right here that Cats has got, that one's pretty sweet too. Obviously, pretty much those are like bigger money skins, but I do think they look very aesthetically pleasing. I've got the first original Christmas skin. I've got that Imperial Palace skin or whatever it's called. So I just flip-flop skins depending on my need at the time. Like right now I'm running tanks for an army group, right? So like I put on the Imperial Palace skin because it's giving tank buffs. So it really just depends what I'm doing and at the time I'm doing it, and there is a lot of freaking mass units there. Where are our groups at? Are we out of groups? It would appear so. Try to protect these bases as best I can here with this group. I'm not sure if I'm just not seeing them or if we lost our groups. We may have very well lost them. Yeah, isn't moving to top servers going to be difficult? Yeah, it's going to be a lot more difficult. That's for sure. That's for sure. Which, again, I think is going to be good for the game. I think it's going to spread the talent around, honestly, which I think is going to prop up servers and make these conquest events more competitive. Oh, yeah, there's a group. I guess I was just missing it. So I think there's going to be a lot of good that comes from this update, to be honest. I think it also is like anything, right? Like it's going to have its drawbacks for certain alliances, certain servers. But as a whole, I think it's going to be good. Oh yeah, we got more groups than it looked like. Oh, here we go. I'm jumping them. Let's see if I can't jump on them while they're spread out like this. Do we have another group over there? It would not appear so. I'm going to get absolutely hammered if I don't get out of there. There goes ADVH. What is he buffed up to? 480, 485? Well, let's see what we can do here. I got a fully loaded group, so that's good, or pretty much fully loaded. I just need to find a way to... If I can get these guys when they're spread out, I can do some damage like this. Wait till groups overextend and freaking light them up. I mean, I'm dying, but by God, I'm taking them all with me. This is a good little fight right here, to be honest. This is fun. We lost a group, but man, we took a chunk out of them. That was a good fight. That was a good fight on both sides right there. I'll take that all day. I'll retrain and we'll see what's cooking. Let's see. Even if you put that one strong base in a chokehold, the results are in the face. In fact, they will destroy more troops than their own. Yeah, no doubt. I agree. I agree with what you're saying, Ivan. Especially if you're talking about a map that is choke point heavy, like Cairo. Those whales can become very, very, very effective. But it's maps like Moscow that the whales are not... They're effective, of course, to some degree, but just not as much so. Yeah, Mass with a good defense. Yeah, no doubt, man. Mass is pushing us hard. They're doing good. Let's see if I got any kills out of that. Not many. There's Big Ghost right there. see. What do you guys prefer? You guys prefer MBTs or you guys prefer helis? I run an MBT. You know, I've given my explanation why in the past, but man, helis are good. Helis are good. I will say though, I watched 2 heli light tank encounters. It was either yesterday or the day before, and let me tell you guys something. If people start making light tanks, the heli meta will die overnight. It will die overnight. I saw 2 heli versus light tank matchups, and the light tank just freaking tore apart the heli, which is bizarre to me because that they do so well against the MBT, but they do so bad specifically speaking about the helicopter. They do so bad against the light tank because the medium's stronger in terms of firepower, more durability. The only thing the light tank's got is it's faster. It doesn't make any sense to me, but whoa, shoot. Sorry, guys. Well, my game crashed. Let's reload it. But while it's reloading here, man, I'm telling you, you guys start making light tanks, heli meta's done. Heli meta is done. And that's why I'm trying to hold on, man. It's so tempting to not shift to the heli meta. I've even thought about making a light tank too at some point, but man, the heli's so good against pretty much everything but the light tank. But man, you can counter that thing with the light tank freaking hard. Well, against no, it wasn't Lead Farmer. No, that would be a unfair assessment if I compared a fight against Lead Farmer, because Lead Farmer's a monster. But it was a normal heli. I don't even know the 2 players that it was. I just happened to see the encounter. Both were full health, everything. Obviously, I don't know where their techs were at and things like that. But yeah, man, the light tank just freaking ripped it up. It's like Mass is pushing through, that's for sure. This is good, man. I love this kind of stuff. Makes the game fun. It's way better than just sitting there and doing nothing, you know. Ooh, they got that base aggroed. He's going to light those already up now. There you go. There you go. Light them up, dog. Light them up. This is going to be a great kill report for him. Big Ashfield just dropped in. Ashfield's got a little juice too. $299, Big Ashfield. Let's see. You know what? Let's see how this goes. Do we have any groups? Looks like we do, hanging back a little bit. Oh no, 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 I'm so dead. No, oh no, oh no. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Shoot. Gosh dang, man. Talk about freaking... Gosh damn it. One stupid ass reserve troop or something, I'm sure, is what stopped me from deploying right there. Gosh dang, man.
What can I do? I will try.
A freaking Raven troop, man. What a joke. So I checked the land. It wasn't a matter of not being able to land. I knew I could land. I think it was just a reserve troop that got caught in my base deploy. But, I mean, that's something that's out of my control. See if that spot's still open. I'm going to try to land there. They're probably going to block it off. They probably know I'm streaming too. In fact, I know they do. So they're going to stop me from jumping. Not like I'm going to do any damage, though. They'd wipe me off quickly. But maybe I could get at least 12 kills. Oh my god. Okay, I thought the game was going to crash. Oh man, 6 kills, 432 losses because of a stupid freaking error on my part. Gosh dang it, man. That's so depressing. Tafola, no. Is it cosmetic building? Oh, you're talking about this thing? Yeah, you're right. I see it now. I didn't see it then. That sucks ass. It looks like the damn trees, man. Oh, that sucks. Freaking put trees around. Look at how stupid that is. They have trees here, and they put trees around here, and they put a little freaking stupid cabin there, man. Gosh dang it. Alright, well, nothing like wasting a bunch of reserves right there because of a stupid mess up on my part. I'm just completely surprised that I see these whales attack players that are sleeping with high-level Palmer and get wiped out, especially using Eye of Providence. Yeah, Eye of Providence is a monster. I've got Eye of Providence myself. We'll let these retrain and see what's going on. Oh, there's Big Thanos. $329. Thanos has got some freaking disgusting RD2 in his base, so I guarantee you he's farming the hell out of some kills right now. Let's see if I can put a little buff on. See, this is what I find funny, man. I love this stuff where people die and then just drop, die and drop, die and drop. Man, it's funny to me. I think it's cool. It's an easy way to farm kills, especially if you're a strong, like before this the 5.0 update when like everybody's troops are pretty strong. I mean, the bases were obviously still fairly weak, but you could drop in, burn, SOS it, drop in, burn, and get hundreds of kills at a time. Yeah, yeah, it is, bro. It is, isn't it? DX7, dying and dropping is the... Yeah, man, especially if you're strong and you can, like, SOS that thing, hit a base assist one time for the squad, man. You can do some damage, that's for sure. Slenderman, 189. See, and this right here is why I want to get the... That's why I'm going to focus on the ATG next. My MBT is working its way to being fully kitted 9.2. But yeah, man. Getting that ATG up. Woof. I don't... Even if I wanted to throw it on right now for base defense, I couldn't get it up to 9.2 because I don't have the prototypes for it. But speaking of, how many do I have? I've got 12, but I've got some in my fighter too. Yeah, my fighter's juiced up. So I've got some in my fighter. So theoretically, if I wanted to make a hot drop like that and just juice up the ATG, I could. Not to 9.2, but I could get it up fairly high. Even if I scrapped the super heavy, which I was pretty against scrapping the super heavy because I thought that style of play was coming back, but with this new officer coming out, man, I just don't know if it actually is. 1 or 2 MBT groups can kill a third. Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. 100%. I want to drop in so bad right now, but I know if I do it without fully retrained, I'm going to get, like, the 12 kills I would have gotten would be going down to about 6 at best. Oh, Lead Farmer's fighters out there, man. Lead Farmer's a different animal within itself. Now, you know what? Here's a perfect opportunity. Let's see if I can not screw it up this time.
Commander, our garrison will defend us.
Oh, shit. Just kidding. I was kidding.
Our garrison will defend us. Commander, our garrison will defend us.
Man, I'm just getting tore apart today, man. I'm just flat getting tore apart. At least I wish, man. I wish one of these 2 bases were online. Maybe they are. And we could get somebody to punch these already.
Are ready. Commander, our garrison will defend us.
If I could sit here and work this group with somebody, man. I'm just going to try to stop them from going anywhere, to be honest.
Garrison will defend us.
Gosh dang, man. That's what pisses me off right there, though, is when the game freezes like that and you don't even have the opportunity to pull your troops back. You can't even freaking defend yourself, man. Frustrates the crap out of me. Oh, God. Goodness gracious, man. I'm so excited for the PC version, to be honest. I think that's going to make being able to control troops so much easier instead of having to freaking slide my finger around the screen. It's going to be able to be a mouse and actually have a little bit more control over it. That'll be nice.
Commander, our garrison will defend us. 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 Commander, our garrison will defend us.
These fighters might be the best thing I can get kills with today at this rate. I'm in an MBT Heli group that keeps roaming around you. Fun to watch. Really enjoy these battles we've been having. Yeah, for sure. Are you in Mass? I can't remember. I'm sorry if you told me. You guys see that though? I scared Mass off. I dropped in on the front lines and they bounced. I scared them off. At least that's the story I'm going with. You guys can tell Duck I said that too. Whoa. Sorry about that. Let's see here. Where are they at? Are they demoing our bases over here on the north side of this arms factory situation? Duck's going to swing it back and kill me. I guarantee it. Who's that? Do we have a base there? We don't have a base there? Why is it showing we do? Or it did. Mm-mm-mm. Gosh dang it.
Commander, your troops are ready.
I am here.
Is that? Oh, it's a plane?
Exactly. Let me figure it out.
Oh, man. See, I can't... Man, not being able, like, trying to swipe my... I know you guys that freaking play on iPads and iPhones can relate to this. When you try to swipe your troop, or, like, move it, and it just swipes or moves the whole screen, man, most frustrating thing. So many times I get caught in situations that I would otherwise be able to get out of if my... I'm trying not to say a bad word right now. I'm trying not to say a bad word right now.
Let's rock and roll.
Commander, our garrison will defend us.
I am ready. Good luck.
Commander, our garrison will defend us.
Time to play. Fly by.
I don't even want to look at the battle reports. I just don't. I really don't. I'm hoping I can get freaking attacked. They're working back down here to me. I really, really, really want to get freaking burned right now, if I'm being perfectly honest. I've been focusing on tech too, or I'm sorry, I've been focusing on my plane tech, which you guys all know that at this point. But that will be done this week. I've been holding off to do it this week for Battle Honors. So that will be done this week. And then I can finally start doing some arty tech just in time for the brand new tech tree to come out. How exciting.
Don't disturb me.
No, that's 42 mil helicopter. Let me find a weaker one. There we go, 27. Better idea. And we're flying away.
Our garrison will defend us.
I am ready.
Commander, our garrison will defend us.
Oh, great. Mad's fighters are back. Wonderful.
Fly-by rejected.
I think it's almost my time, guys. I think it is almost my time to be burned. Get a few more MBTs retrained here. No, 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 don't drive away. Come over here. Oh, man. What's a guy got to do to get freaking smoked, huh? Rambo Ray. I don't even buff up anymore, if I'm being honest with you guys. I don't even use my buff. I mean, I do for like my troops, but like the garrison damage and wall resist buff, I don't even spend the gold on that anymore because that doesn't help. That doesn't help with how like weak I am. What's it gonna take for me to get freaking burned here?
Commander, our garrison will surrender. Commander, our garrison will surrender.
Just as I thought. I know the plan.
Commander,
Let me figure it
our
out.
garrison will surrender.
Is there a plan B? I will try.
Commander, our garrison will surrender. Commander, our garrison will surrender.
What would appear the push has been stalled. I was hoping to hang on until I got burned, but unfortunately it would appear that it's going to be a while. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. I've got to get some lunch. I'm extremely hungry. I appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me this morning for another stream. Fingers crossed, PC version is set to come out in March. Hopefully that will actually materialize. We'll get the PC version. That will make streaming, fighting, the whole nine a whole lot easier, a whole lot more enjoyable. Mike, man, what's up, bro? Appreciate you coming by the stream. Crystal, cheers. But I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to get some much needed food here. But we will be live again, of course, as this event continues to go on, and we'll bring you guys some more cool battles, some more cool fights. If you guys are enjoying the streams, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Both of those help me and the channel out tremendously. And then, like I said, fingers crossed, PC version comes out. That'll make life way easier. We'll be doing a lot more streams, a lot more consistently. So I'm very excited for that, guys. With that being said, though, I'm going to grab some lunch. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you guys soon.